Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you 15 things I wish I knew before I had my daughter / became a single teen mom. Basically, I just have 15 things that I've written down that I wish I knew, or I wish I knew that I would learn before becoming a mom. So number one is that you will never sleep the same. So when I first had my daughter, she was sleeping and waking up about every 2 hours to eat, and that was consistent for quite a while. And then after a while, they start cluster feeding. Well, a lot of babies start cluster feeding, which is when they're like wanting to eat constantly because they're going through a growth spurt. And so she was eating all the time. And then she started sleeping through the night, but at least for me, your body becomes like so used to, having a baby around that the slightest noise will wake me up. So I'm not even a heavy sleeper anymore. I'm a really light sleeper. So little noises wake me up. Just with her moving wakes me up. So I don't sleep at all like I used to. So there's that. Number 2, breastfeeding becomes super time consuming. And when I say that, it's because I breastfeed her, but I also pump for her throughout the day, like while I'm working, and even when I'm at home, just because I went through a time where it was hard for me to produce enough milk for her, so I was consistently pumping and feeding her every 2 hours to make sure that I was producing enough milk for her. And so, every 2 hours might not seem like it's time consuming to some people, but like you could pump for them and then you start doing something, 2 hours has come already, and then it's time to pump again. So it becomes really time consuming because you're doing that like all day, every day. And let me tell you, I can't wait till I'm done. Number 3, what's hers is hers and what's mine is hers. When you have a kid, they think everything belongs to them and they want everything that belongs to you as well. So I could literally be on my phone, she's trying to take it. On my food, she's trying to take it. Like, she doesn't even eat food yet. Like, if I'm drinking something, she wants my straw, she wants my keys, my phone, everything. So your baby's gonna want to take everything from you, and 9 times out of 10, he or she is gonna prefer your things or like random things around the house over their toys any day. So like, I could give her toys and she's still gonna want my phone, my keys, my straw. Babies are like that. They want everything that belongs to you. Number 4, they're going to grow out of their clothes fairly fast. So a lot of times you'll go out and buy your baby a whole bunch of clothes, and even if you're like me, I bought her clothes that were going to be for the future too. So when I was pregnant, I didn't just buy newborn clothes in 0 to 3 months. I pretty much have clothes until she's like 2. But I bought a lot of certain things, like onesies for like 3 months and onesies for 0 to 3 months, and she grew out of them so fast. A lot of the clothes that I bought her, she never wore more than once, and that's because she grows so fast. And especially like the newer clothes, like newborn, 0 to 3 months, and even 3 months, those are the main like things that people get you at your baby shower and stuff. So they're going to have so many, and they grow so fast that they won't use a lot. I mean, there's certain things like white onesies and certain things like that that she wore over and over, like staple clothes. But like certain things like outfits like this she's wearing now, that's like 6 to 9 months because she's 6 months now. But my dad got her this in New York, and these sizes, she's like slowed down on growing a little bit, but like the 0 to 3 months, especially newborns, you don't need to buy as many things as you think you do, because they're going to grow out of them fairly fast. And especially when they're that young, unless you're like taking them out all the time, they just wear like onesies and stuff, or just like loungewear. Number 5, everyone will try to parent your child, especially when you're young like myself. I'm 19 years old. I'll be 20 this month on the 20th. It's November. When you're young, a lot of people will try to parent your child, and that's when you're older too, because everyone's going to try to give you advice. Everyone's going to, try to tell you how to parent your child, and it's up to you to take what advice you like, take what you think is useful. and then, you know, leave what you don't. And that brings me to number 6. You know what's best for your child. It comes very naturally. Even if you're not the most maternal person, once you have your child and you're getting to know this child, you're going to know what's best for them and yourself. For example, a lot of times, like when she's cranky and, you know, she's whining and everybody's like she's hungry, or everyone's trying to tell me she's hungry, and me, or they'll think that like she just wants to play or she's just bored. But me, I'll know that she's tired, she needs a nap, and she's overstimulated. And sometimes everyone wants to play with her when she's tired, and they're not understanding like why she won't calm down. It's because she needs a nap, not because she wants to play or she's hungry or anything like that. So you're gonna know what's best for you. There you go, mama. You're gonna know what's best for your child and yourself. So, like I said in, you know, number 5, take the advice that, you know, people give, because having advice from people is great, especially when you're a first-time parent. You don't know what you're doing. You're new to this. Your baby's new to you, and so the advice is very helpful. But at the end of the day, like I said in number 6, you're gonna know what's best for your child. Number 7, your child can sense your emotions. So I've realized when I'm having a bad day, when I'm cranky or I'm sad, or, you know, I'm happy, your baby feeds off of your emotions. So when I'm having a terrible day, she's usually super whiny. Or if I'm really sad, she'll be like laying her head on me and just hugging me, and she's more like calm, lax and stuff, rather than when I'm like super happy and she's like energetic. And your baby feeds off of your emotions, and you can tell, and they can tell what you're feeling. So there's that. Number 8, working becomes really hard, especially for me, because you're gonna miss your child. So I go to work right now 6 days a week for 11 hours, but I go really early in the morning. So I go into work at 4 o'clock and I'm off at 3:30. And so it gets super hard for me just because I always miss her, and I'd always rather be at home with her, but I can't. You know, as a single mom and a working mom, you have to provide for your child. So sometimes when you want to be home with them, you can't, and it makes it really difficult, especially when you're missing them all day. So that, I think, is the hardest part about working. Not even the work itself, just missing your child all day. Number 9, you will become the ultimate multitasker. Especially being a single mom, a lot of times there's not someone there to help you, and I'm very fortunate because I still live at home right now. I'm not moving out until the beginning of the year, the new year, but hopefully. But I'm very fortunate to live at home. I have 3 little brothers, and then my mom and dad. So of course I don't really ask for that much help, just because I feel as though my daughter is my responsibility, not theirs. But if I do need help, or I do need to take a step back and do something for myself, or I need to clean, or, you know, even just shower, I can ask for help. But with me, I don't like to ask for that much help. So I've become really good at multitasking, and you will learn to do a lot of things with a baby in your hand. Let's just say that. Number 10, making time for yourself is very, very difficult, but it's very, very important. It's very crucial for your mental, emotional, physical health, because if you don't make time for yourself and you're not being the best person you can be, how can you be the best mom you can be? You know, like, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you be the best mom possible? And it does become difficult because you have a child, you have someone else to look after, you have to feed them, you have to change their diapers, spend time with them, and babies have a lot of needs, and a lot of times they will become clingy to you. Like, my daughter wants to be around me all the time, and I don't mind that because I'm always working, so all my free time I dedicate to her. But having free time for yourself is very important, because you have to take care of yourself still. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you'll become emotionally drained, physically drained, mentally drained, especially when you're working, because I do work a lot. So you need at least some time to take care of yourself, whether it be taking a bubble bath, or painting your nails, taking a nap, because sleep is very scarce around these parts right now. Or just like cooking for yourself, because I know like right now, if I don't make time to cook for myself, I eat like fast food all the time, or I'm spending a lot of money at work, at my job, in the cafe, because I'm not, you know, doing all the cooking that I used to do. So little things like that you do need time for. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you really, really need it. Number 11, your child will become your best friend. So Camille is literally my best friend. I love her more than I thought I could ever love anyone. And it's so true when you hear people say there's no love like a mother's love, because I never thought I could even love anyone as much as I love her. Like, I love her way beyond how much I love myself, and way beyond how much I've loved anyone else in my life. You know, your child, just for me at least, I look forward to waking up and being with her, and I look forward to coming home and getting her from daycare, because every time I go get her, she gets super happy, and she's like jumping around, kicking her feet and smiling and laughing because I'm there to pick her up. Be careful, mama. So when I say like she's literally my best friend, I talk to her all the time. You know, we're always spending time together, we're always playing, and as she gets older and her personality develops, she's just so much more great, and I love it. Number 12, you'll sometimes feel like you're missing out. So now that I have a child, I can't do all the things that my friends do all the time, because I do have different responsibilities, and their reality is different from my reality. So a lot of my friends are in college, or even if they're not in college, they're, you know, not parents. So a lot of the things that they can go out and do, like clubbing and partying and drinking and stuff like that, I cannot do, because I do have a child, and I can't just up and leave all the time, especially being a single parent. If I have to work, I do ask for help from my parents to take her to daycare, and then sometimes I work another part-time job at night, and my mom will watch her. But if it's not for me to go to work, I don't ask my parents to watch her. So if her dad is not willing to watch her, or if he's working, or if he just can't watch her at the time, then, you know, I just can't go. And I'm not going to ask my parents to watch her for me to go out and have fun, just because that's not their responsibility, and, you know, I rather not. But that's just my opinion. That's just my take on it. So sometimes I do feel like I miss out on, you know, social events and things like that that people my age go to, but it's not that big of a deal. Number 13, your child will sometimes like grandma more than you. Believe it or not. Sometimes I'll come in, because my daughter does spend a considerable amount of time with my mom in the mornings, because they get ready together. My mom takes her to daycare, and then also on the nights that I work at night, my mom does watch her for me. So sometimes she'll try to leave me and go to my mom, and sometimes she'll get more excited to see my mom than she gets to see me, and it will hurt your feelings a little bit. But just know your child will always love you. You're always going to be their mom. Sometimes they're just going to like grandma a little bit more. Number 14, sometimes you will feel like a failure. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not doing your best. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not good enough as a mom, and that's natural. Every mom feels like they could be better, and that's true. You can always improve on, you know, your parenting. There's always room for improvement, because you're not perfect. You're growing, and, you know, we're all, like, when you have a child, especially your first child, everything's new to you. You're developing, you're learning. Just like your child's learning you, you're learning your child. So don't be so hard on yourself, because you're gonna develop, you're gonna grow, you're, you know, a growing person. Like, when people say they're a grown man, grown woman, I learned from a guy I was talking to not too long ago. He was very intelligent, and he would always say he's not a grown man, he's a growing man. And I say that all the time now, like, I'm a growing woman, and you're always growing, you're always learning, you're always developing, you're always improving yourself. So don't be too hard on yourself. Just remind yourself that, yes, you're not perfect. You can get close, you can try your best to get close, but you'll never be a perfect parent. None of us are, and you're going to make mistakes. as we're your child, and you're not a failure. You're just learning and growing, and as long as you're doing your best, that's all your baby can ever ask for. Number 15, it's true when people say, don't blink or you'll miss it, because I just had her and she's already 6 months old. Like, I can't believe how fast the time is going by. I can't believe how quickly she's developing. Every day she's doing new things. She's starting to try to crawl. She says dada. She says hey every morning. She's just so intelligent. She's laughing and she's just growing so fast. And I can't believe it's already been 6 months. Like, it's literally been a blink and she's 6 months already. And when I used to hear that saying, don't blink or you'll miss it, I never understood. But now I really get it, because the time flies by so fast. And that's why it's so hard sometimes when you're working and stuff, because you don't want to miss out on anything. But just try to enjoy the moments that you have with them. Really enjoy that time, and, you know, really value it, because it goes by so quickly. And don't forget to capture the moments as well, because you don't want to look up and she's like my age, 20. You know, my mom says it was just a day ago that I was her age. And it's true, the time goes by so fast. So make sure that you live in the moment, sometimes capture the moment, and just cherish all of those moments that you have with your child, because they go by so fast. All right, guys, that's my 15 things I wish I knew before becoming a single teen mom. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said before, I'll be back with more videos soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't want to let you know.